At the end of NASCAR's third annual Clash at the Coliseum in Los Angeles, Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick got into each other. On the final lap of the race, Tyler Reddick gave the nose to Ross Chastain as they were approaching the wrecked car of Bubba Wallace. Ross Chastain did not take to that and roughed Tyler Reddick up after the caution came out, ending the race. The both drivers talked to Bob Pockrass and Front Stretch after the race and share their thoughts on exactly what happened. Before we get to that, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. Before we get into what Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick had to say about the incident, let's look at what happened. This is from the two drivers' in-car cameras. Ross Chastain is on the top and Tyler Reddick is on the bottom. You can see Ross Chastain's Busch car in the front windshield of Tyler Reddick's car there. So you're going to see him use the nose on Ross Chastain as they go past Bubba Wallace. So let's take a look here. Just gets right into him, keeps pushing him, pushes him up the track, then kind of doors him. Obviously, they go around Bubba Wallace. They're still racing, still going. Caution is now out. You can see the light flashing there. And then here comes Ross using his car to shove him into the wall there. So, I don't know. A little bit of that feels a little short track racing. The end of the race, giving a little bit rough up. I feel like these cars are really tough, so that isn't really doing much damage to the car or anything like that. It's just kind of sending a message, and that's pretty much what Ross had to say in his post-race interview with Bob Pockrass for Fox Sports. Let's listen to what he had to say here, though.
Did Reddick and you have something at the end? They said something about you guys getting together.
Yeah, I felt like when that last wreck happened, he just drove through us. So, yeah. I mean, everybody ran into everybody. And, like, I got into McDowell and hooked him. He came over, we talked. He knew that I had bounced off the wall, spun my tire. I wrecked him, but he came over and smiled and we shook hands. It was nothing, but I just felt like at the end, Tyler took advantage of the wreck ahead and pushed his way through.
So you wanted to just send him a little message before?
Me and Tyler are buddies. I can't wait to get back on the bike with him or something and see how strong he's gotten over the offseason.
Yeah.
So that obviously is what Ross Chastain had to say. Clearly just saying he was sending a message because he didn't like the way that Reddick kind of pushed his way through as they all slowed up for Bubba Wallace's wreck. I think that's pretty clear. I don't think that's really controversial. Again, I don't really feel like there's any beef there. Pretty straightforward. Didn't like that and going to send you a message and moving on. And I like Tyler Reddick, and I'm going to see how he's been doing on the bike. And so this is what Tyler Reddick had to say to Bob Pockrass about the same subject.
Yeah, they all wrecked in turn 3. I mean, I ran the back of him a little bit getting into the corner, so I wonder if that's what he's mad about. But after that, cars from the bottom just came in there and cleaned all of us out. So yeah, I don't know which part of it he's mad about. I knew he was upset. I'm just not sure which one it is. So I guess I'll have to talk to him about it.
So that is what Tyler Reddick had to say. He didn't really know why Ross Chastain was upset, aside from the fact maybe he was just pushing him through the nose. Obviously, we heard Ross Chastain. That was why he was upset. But here's what Reddick had to say to Front Stretch. So we get a little bit of a different answer from him here.
Well, first off, did I see that right? Did Chastain get into you after the checkered flag?
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, he did. Yeah, we'll get to the bottom about what exactly made him mad, because a lot happened there in the last corner. So we'll figure it out.
So you don't really was there a moment where you remember getting into him?
Yeah, getting into 3, they started wrecking in front of us. They started checking up, and I think he was checking up for the wreck. I think he heard it, saw it before I did. By the time I got the message, hey, he's checking up, I was going quite a bit faster than he was at that point. Yeah, I mean, we're running for 12th, 13th. There's no point in moving someone, wrecking someone for that position. So I like to think I'm not that kind of guy. So, we'll figure it out and see what exactly upset him about the whole last lap.
So that is what Tyler Reddick had to say there. Obviously, he's saying that he didn't hear from his spotter that there was a wreck, that Bubba Wallace had wrecked, and he hadn't slowed up yet, and he didn't get the message in time, and that's why he ran into the back of Ross Chastain. Sounds like a racing deal. It doesn't really sound like there's going to be any kind of ongoing beef between the two. Ross Chastain doesn't even feel like there's going to be anything moving forward. He's like wanting to challenge him on for a bike race or something like that. So I'm pretty sure they'll just hash it out. Maybe have a beer or something. Maybe they'll have a Busch Light, given that that is now Chastain's new sponsor. I don't know if I don't think Tyler Reddick has a beer sponsor, so I think that he'll be okay with that, right? So nothing doesn't seem like there was really anything happening here. They'll hash it out and move forward and see what will happen with the rest of the NASCAR season. I'm sure that this won't be the last time that they maybe butt heads on the track, but it does sound like they're easily able to make up for it off the track and have a different relationship on the track than off the track. But let me know, what do you guys make of the incident between Chastain and Tyler Reddick? And what do you make of what they had to say following the race about the incident? Let me know in the comments below.